Hi guys. In today's lecture, we will be talking about the two most famous female hormones. They are also known as ovarian hormones. The first category of these hormones are known as estrogens. The most famous estrogens is the estradiol, and the second hormone or the category or group of hormone that we will be talking about are the progestins, and the most famous of the progestins is known as progesterone. So, the estrogens in our female body and progesterone, all of them are produced by ovaries. That's why they are also known as ovarian hormones. So, if we talk about the main functions of estrogens in our female body, when the estrogen hormone is produced from the ovaries, they act on specific cells in the female body, which are responsible then for the enhancement of the secondary sexual characteristics. For example, enhancement of breast, and the second most important function that they produce is the increase in the size of uterus over the time from puberty and initial several years after the puberty. And the third most important function that estrogen produces in female body is the deposition of fat on various parts of external genitalia. Now, the second hormone or the group of hormone that are the progestins and the progesterone, the most important two functions that are performed by progesterone are the first one that it prepares the uterus for the implantation of the placenta or the fertilized ovum, and the other function that progesterone performs is the preparation of breast for lactation. Now let's talk about from where these estrogens are produced in a normal non-pregnant female and pregnant females. So when we are talking about a normal non-pregnant female, the estrogen is mainly secreted from ovaries, and small amounts of estrogens are also secreted from adrenal cortex. Now, when we talk about the pregnant females, the estrogen is commonly produced from the ovaries, adrenal cortex, and addition to that, placenta. So, the amount of estrogen in pregnant females skyrocket because of the tremendous amount of estrogen that is produced from the placenta. Let's talk about the types of estrogens. There are three main types of estrogens found in a female body. The first one and the most important one is known as beta estradiol. The second one is known as estrone, and the third one is estriol. Now, there is a difference in the name of these three estrogens. The common thing that is present in this structure is an ester nucleus, and the difference that you are seeing in their name is that it's known as diol 1 or triol. That is because of the presence of hydroxyl group that are attached to the ester nucleus. Because of the attachment of two hydroxyl groups on carbon 3 and carbon 17 in beta estradiol, it is known as estradiol. And presence of only one hydroxyl group in estrone makes it estrone. And as the word estriol is suggesting that it has three hydroxyl groups attached to its ester nucleus. The beta estradiol, which is also the principal estrogen produced in the body, is mainly produced by the ovaries. The estrone is majorly produced by the adrenal cortex, and only minute amount of these estrones are produced in the body. The third, that is known as the estriol, it is an oxidative byproduct of estradiol and estrone, which is mainly converted into these oxidative products by the liver. If we talk about the effect or the potency of these estrogens, estradiol is 12 times more potent than estrone and 80 times more potent than estriol. You must be thinking about why estradiol is more potent than the other two types of estrogens. That is because the receptors or the plasma albumins that are responsible for transport of estrogens are more attracted and are more potent towards estradiol. That's why they carry the large amounts of estradiol in the blood as compared to estrone and estriol. Beta estradiol is potent than the other two estrogens. The second group of female reproductive hormones that we are discussing are the progestins. And in the group progestins, progesterone is the most potent hormone present. This progesterone is mainly produced in the later phase of the ovarian cycle, that is known as luteal phase. And in luteal phase, mostly these progesterones are produced by the corpus luteum in a non-pregnant female. So, if this progesterone is produced in a pregnant female, it is mainly because of the presence of placenta. The other hormone in the progestins is known as 17 alpha hydroxyprogesterone. The main functions of 17 alpha hydroxyprogesterone are same as that of progesterone, but only minute amount of this progesterone is produced by the ovaries and placenta in a female body.